we've been friends for a long time, and like, I really do enjoy being your friend because we've been so close, we've been so tight for a minute, like we've been like this, right? You're gonna agree with me, right? But it's something I want to tell you, right? And I need you to listen. I don't need you to speak too soon. I don't need you to overthink it, because it's just something I want to get off my chest. Like, I like you. I like you more than a friend. Like, I want to take things seriously with you. And I don't want no answer right now. I'm just letting you know how I feel. Like, I see myself more, like, I see myself with you. We can do this. Like, we can be more than friends. You know that, right? We can be more than friends. Like, I'm different from all the other guys. Like, these guys do you wrong so much. And it's like, it bothers me and it hurts me, because it's like, I'm right here. She don't see me. She don't see me. And like, I can treat you so good. And it's like, I know we ain't really talk about this, or it's been on my mind, and I know we can be together, like, more than friends. Like, I love you, like, more than a friend though, and I want to do this. Please, like, give me a chance. Like, telling you I'm gonna treat you right. Like, I don't want you to speak on it right now. I just want you to think about it, but I like you, and like, I don't see myself with nobody else but you. And like, see, I'm about to shed a tear saying this shit, because like, I love you. Like, I love you. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome.
All right. Welcome to Grown Women of Views and Vibes. They are back on your screen, coming to bring you a spicy topic, the Unforeseen Friendship Zone. Miss Kyshia is hosting the show today, so make sure you show her some love. Share. Also, make sure you tune in next Friday as the Handsome Man of Grown Man Talking Incorporated will bring the topic, Snatch of a Valued Man. Hey, if you want to know what that's about, trust me, when he discussed it with me, it's going to be deep. So set your notifications. You do not want to miss this.
Awesome. All right, everybody.
Also, next Saturday, the Spoken Heart Discussion Hour will be bringing to you Sisters Crossing of Boundaries. When sisters cross boundaries within the relationship. Hey, let's talk about it. The men and women will be together next Saturday, so make sure you tune in live. And also, don't forget, we got the Powerful Poet contest going on. If you're a poet and you know it, make sure you submit your videos over to myself or Dwight Robinson so we can get it over to the judges. You never know. You might be 2026 Powerful Poet of the Year. And now let's turn it over to Miss Kyshia.
All right. Y'all bring it in. Thank you for all those that shared tonight with us, that thought enough to jump on with us. We got a hot topic, so go get your popcorn, your drinks, and come, and let's talk about it. I'm going to go ahead and introduce our lovely panel. First, we have our lovely Spicy. Come on in, Spicy.
I'm here. Hey, everybody.
All right. Next, we're going to bring in Miss Kyshia. Come on in.
And everyone, let's get ready to talk.
Let's talk out. And last but not least, Dr. Jennifer. Come on in.
What's up, people? Let's go.
Turn my volume up. I can barely hear you. All right. So, ladies, let's talk about it. Okay. Hot topic, the unforeseen friendship. All right. So we had our lovely video. I'm going to start with Miss Kyshia. Can you just kind of, he passed it off kind of subtle in the beginning. Can you just kind of give me your thoughts on that video?
Yeah, he seemed like he was and almost a heartbreak. Like he was like, I love you. I can't do without you. That kind of like that. He was a little scary the way he was feeling, almost stalkerish. Like he became her friend and was like, okay, he gonna slip his way in there. And he just thought all that love. I don't know. It seemed weird the way he said it. And it seemed like a talk. It seemed like something he just had to have. And if he would have came at me like that, my eyes would have got real big and been like, okay.
Her eyes probably were big.
Yeah, like
But
that was a little aggressive.
well, I'm gonna give it to you from a different perspective. He thought about that. He thought about it. It may seem aggressive, but see, he thought about that. He didn't probably practice in the mirror. Like he didn't probably talk to, and he had to get up courage because apparently they ain't talked about it. So he had to get up the courage. I think he was just like trying to hurry up and get it out. He didn't want her to speak on it right away. But yeah, he kind of went out there on the limb. All right, Miss Jennifer, let's give us your thoughts about that video.
That was a little scary. That was a little scary for me. It did seem like, he did put a lot of thought into it.
Can you turn up your volume?
Turn up my volume. Can you hear me now?
All right, let's wait. She gonna come back and let us know her thoughts. But in the meantime, ladies, just think about it. How many male friends do you have that have crossed that line? But then let's just not put it on the men. Ladies, how many male friends have you had and you crossed over the line? You just all of a sudden start getting some fuzzy feelings inside, and you just sit back and thought, you know what, me and this person, we can make it. To me, the drawback about being friends with the opposite sex and being a real friend, you share too much. You cry to them. You tell when the other person is being mean. So they just sitting back collecting data. They like, oh, okay. So that's what he did to her. Okay, I can do better. So all we doing is giving them a record of things not to do in order to win our hearts. All right, Dr. Jennifer, you're back on with us. What you got?
Yes. I was saying that was a little spooky. I'm gonna be with Kanisha on that one. It did seem a little bit premeditated-ish, if that was a word. Like he really did put some thought in it. Kudos for that. But it's like, how long you been thinking this dude? Like, you know what I mean? And like you said, it's just like, I would be that little chihuahua with my head to the side. Say what? That's why he said, don't say nothing. Don't, like they said, don't stop. Just listen. You know what I mean? That was a little scary, but kudos because he did think about it.
All right. I could barely hear it. If you can just tweak it up just a little bit, I would greatly appreciate it because I could just barely hear you. Kanisha, could you hear?
She was a little low on my end too.
Is that better?
It's a little low on your end.
Yeah,
all right.
I think I hear her better now.
Okay. It's a little bit better. Yeah, we can hear you a little bit better.
Okay. No, I was saying
all right.
It seemed a little premeditated-ish, if that be a word. Like he really did think about it, but it was just, the presentation. There's a way that you can present it without seeming so creepy and, needy or whatever. So it's like, kids, you not see me? I'm sitting right here the whole time. And I'm, no, I didn't see you because I don't see you like that. And I think that we as women, we train ourselves when we have a male friend to always just see them as a friend. Like we have to shut it, or I must speak for me. I have to shut it down and be like, okay, this is just my friend. And so I just forever keep them in that friend zone. And so to remove that, especially after a long period of time, it's like, okay. Yeah.
But I think that we have to give checkpoints because I have more male friends than I do female friends. And like I said earlier, that we tend, just like our female friends, we confide in these males because they men, they can give us insight, like, hey, why is he acting like this? Give me the scoop. We think we got that inside scoop, but we still not aware that this man is collecting data to turn around and use against us later. But my male friends, I will do my check-in. I'm like, hey, we still good, right? We still just friends, because I need my male friends. I want you to go to the store with me. We need to go to the movies. We need to go get something to eat. Those can come off as dates. So we need to make sure that we checking in. Same thing, females, with your male friends. Check with yourself first. Miss Kanisha, have you ever been in this situation before?
Unfortunately, I have.
Oh, tell
But
us how it happened.
uh, it came out of nowhere. It was very unexpected because, like you say, a friend is a friend. I'm not thinking beyond. Once you say you my friend to the end, and that's the way we're gonna ride. But it came out of nowhere. We ended up not being friends afterwards, for the simple fact it just felt funny after that. It felt like now I gotta walk on eggshells of what I say and what I do. Is he gonna take this as me flirting, or now I don't want to tell him my business about what's going on? Like, it got real. It didn't seem right anymore. So we ended up like slowly falling apart because of it. But I always wondered, they always said your partner is supposed to be your best friend. But then if your male friend ends up falling in love with you, isn't that kind of like the cherry on top? Like, you want your partner to be your best friend, and if your best friend so happens to have feelings for you, why not?
Well, I think we tend to put them in a different category.
Yeah.
Best friend, lover, best friend, friend. See, because we already know if we trying to walk in that direction with the person. So that's when the friendship starts to become romantic. That's when it starts taking a different turn. But if we're friends, like, homie, dab me up, what you doing type, let's go eat. If you're that kind of friend, all my emotions are turned off on you. I mean, I care about you because you're my friend, but I don't care about you in an intimate type of, let's go jump the broom type of way.
And
All
I
right.
think that's what we do wrong, is that with me, I have more male friends than I do female friends. So I find in my path in dealing with men, the ones that did end up finding feelings for me, to where we could find too much in them because we feel like we couldn't trust the women that we were in relationships with, to where when we do see that they are just friends, we don't see them past that,
Right.
to where we give them too much interest into our life, too much interest into our secret spaces, to where when they get that comfort zone, they feel like, okay, this is my opportunity, which also brings us to the point of what was truly their motive from the beginning. Did they see me as that friend as I seen them in the beginning? But I've had that experience like 3 times. I can say 2 of them we're still friends, even though they exposed how they felt. The other one, we're no longer friends because he just wouldn't accept no.
Oh wow.
So you just had to you shut him down, and even though he expressed he had feelings for you, he still remained in that friend zone and was able to keep that space with you. I think
Yeah,
another reason.
one of them is like, one of them, he didn't speak to me for like 6 months at that time. I said, okay, either we be friends or we be nothing. And he was just like, well,
Oh,
I guess I don't have a choice. But then he didn't talk to me for 6 months, but then he came back. The other one, he
okay.
kind of told me I had to leave. And I didn't talk to him for like, I say, years. And then I seen him at the courthouse because, he was under the, the law enforcement. But then when I saw him again, we came back friends again, but he respected the boundaries, but he still make it known that, I've always had love for you. So it's just like that uncomfortable boundary to where you like, okay, now I know where I need to take you. I can't give you that interest anymore.
Right. I think we make ourselves vulnerable because we open up, because they know us, just like our homegirls, they know us better than anybody. They know our ins and outs and our secrets and stuff we're supposed to take to the grave. We tell these men, and because they're men, they may not have that feeling in the beginning. They may honestly be just your friend. But as time goes on, like that young man stated, these other men don't treat you right. So he's watched her go through apparently some issues. And in his head, And in his mind, he knows he's better than that. You come crying to me, you come asking for advice, and I give it to you. I can do better. So I think that's when the feelings come after they see their homegirl go through so much. Dr. Jennifer, what do you think about that? Do you think it can literally, truly start out as an innocent friendship and then turn into something else?
I do. I think it does. However, when Keisha was talking about, Kanisha was talking about how your partner's to be your best friend. It made me pause, because that is true. You do want, your mate to be your best friend. So then I was led to believe, well, it seems in that instance like we would go the opposite direction. Like, you become my partner first, and then we develop into best friends as we go along, and as you get more comfortable, you tell him more things, and things of that nature. But it just would seem so odd to go from being my friend. I know, me too, I have several male friends and not as many female friends, just for messy reasons, right? So I tell them everything, and then they can give it back to me real. And so most of them I consider my brothers. And so it's like, ugh, it's just a little weird. And so I think that I've always, I'm a good person for boundaries. So when we enter into relationships, we enter into relationship like, yo, you just my friend, okay? Just remember that, okay? And then we move on. But you can't help, what the heart wants. But I really don't know how I would handle that. I would probably just look at them. I would be interested to see how the girl he was talking to, if he was talking to her or just practicing, I would like to see her reaction.
Right. I kind of figured maybe he was practicing, trying to
Yeah.
build up his confidence. But let's turn it around. Now we talking about the men, kind of invading our space. What about put ourselves in that situation? What if we got a homeboy and all of a sudden we start getting feelings for him? Are the rules different, or are they the same? Should he shut us down, or just because men, they'll quickly throw that friends with benefits thing in there. Well, since you feeling me, then we might as well take it up a notch. But how do you feel about that, Spicy?
I
Do
can.
the table?
Well, the tables have turned, but I guess in my situation, I just never said anything because I seen that's all that he seen me for was a friend, and I guess I was afraid of the rejection, and I was afraid that I was crossing boundaries, so I didn't want to make that exposure. So I just stayed away from that. That's what I did.
So how long did it take you to decide that? I mean, did you think, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do it, or no? Like, what made you not, other than being rejected, but what made you say no? Because you got the feeling, it crossed your mind. So what made you say, you know what, I'm not gonna do it?
The type of women I seen him with, and I felt like I was not up to par with those type of women that he was attracted to.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. All right, Miss Kanisha, what if the tables were turned, and now you got the feelings for the male friend?
It has happened, and like Spicy, I just was closed mouth, didn't say anything out of fear. My fear sprouted from the fact that, and it's sad to say, that I had a friend in high school. Me and him was really, really cool. And I got the nerve to tell him that I liked him, and then he just stopped talking to me completely. So in my 20s, when this happened again, because of what happened then, I was like, no, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to lose his friendship. I'd rather have his friendship than if I told him and he just not be my friend anymore. So I kept quiet.
Yeah, that's the smart thing. I've kind of had the same situation, and I explained to my friend that I would rather stay your friend, your real friend, because when you start getting relationships, breakups can be messy, and to the point to where you're not even speaking to each other anymore. And I told him I'm comfortable in our friendship. I like our friendship. I like where we go and the things that we do as a friend, but I don't see myself taking it to the girlfriend, wifey type level, because I don't see myself, one, being intimate with you. I don't see myself being cuddled up with you. I mean, it's a lot of things that I don't see, but you, my friend. I mean, we're going to go to the end. I just don't see it passing that boundary. And I do my check-ins every couple of months just to make sure, because sometimes his conversation gets a little weird. Like, what if we were together? You know, what if we just ended up together? So then I do my boundary checks. So, all right. All right, Spicy, I think it is time for us to take a quick break. So hold your seats, go refresh that popcorn and that drink, and we'll be back in 2 and 2.
Yeah, girl, you know what's up. Say what.
If your guy friend expresses interest or tells you that he likes you and you don't cut it off as a friendship, you are the problem. Oh yeah, you are just leading him on. And you're ignoring it because you should say, oh, he should be able to deal with his own things. Manage your own emotions, Chad. No. That's called you enjoying the benefits and the fruits of the friendship so much that you're ignoring the fact that you are leading him on by keep hanging out with this man. Too many of you ladies do this way too freaking often. The minute he says, I have interest for you, I'm catching feelings for you, I like you, you need to cut that fucking friendship off. Period. End of story. So many of y'all would justify not doing it. I don't really need to, but we can still go get a coffee. We can do this. Mother effort, I just said you're leading this man on. And you know you're leading him on. Don't play the games, ladies. Take some accountability here. If he tells you he likes you, that means you need to cut it off because he's not your friend. That's it. If he tells you he likes you, he's not your friend.
People be rolling. First day of summer, all from down in the Hummer plane. Hit the park and parlay. Hope that you're up to it. School girls on the bar. Play all day, don't come by. All right. Make sure y'all tune in next Friday as Grown Man Talking Incorporated. We'll be back before your streams. Snatch of a valued man. If you really want to know the feeling of this, you got to tune in, set that notification. I'm telling you, from talking to Dwight, this is really going to be deep.
Wow.
And also next Saturday, the Unspoken Heart Discussion Hour, the men and women will be back before your screens as well with Sisters Crossing of Boundaries. When do you set boundaries when it comes down to sisters? When is the line cut off? Hey, let's talk about it. Also, do not forget, we got the Powerful Poet contest going on. Who will possess the 2026 Powerful Poet of the Year? Get your videos over. The time is counting down. We finna hit that new year, and it's going to be on and popping. If you want any details on this, please contact myself or Dwight Robinson, and we can fill you in. But the judges are really patiently waiting for those videos come in. We do have some in already, and I'm telling you, they are sweet. Now back over to Kyshia. I think you're on mute.
All right, there we go. All right. So for the third time, grab your phones, hit QR code in the upper right-hand corner, show us some support. This is how we are able to continue bringing you these wonderful topics, showing up to make sure that you are in the know. So go ahead, hit that QR code and show us some support. We greatly appreciate it. All right, let's jump into this video. Now, we thought the last man was aggressive. Now, y'all thought the last man was aggressive. I didn't think the last one was too aggressive, but this one here, I think he had a little, it sounded like he had a little anger in his voice, and it sounded like he was blaming, you know, trying to call the women out. It sounded like he was doing some blaming to me. Dr. Jennifer, I'm gonna start with you.
Spicy. I don't
Okay,
know
we
what
got
you
a
be.
call coming in.
Uh-oh.
All right, got a caller.
Grown women of views and vibes.
Well, good afternoon, ladies. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Can y'all hear me?
Good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon.
Good
Hey there,
afternoon.
caller. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. What about your friends? Oh God, what about your friends? Look, let me just say this, coming from the man's side, and I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Okay, I'm gonna keep it real. A lot of men don't look at y'all as being friends. They look at women as, one day I'm gonna get those draws. I'm just gonna hang up in there, and that's just being
Oh,
real. I'm not saying I just being real with y'all. I'm not saying all men think like that, but I'm gonna say maybe a good 90%, 85% of men thinks like that. They are
oh
not
my
trying to
gosh.
be friends because the men I talk to, they say, I don't want no woman friend. I got my boys. All thing a woman is to me, I'll pretend to be her friend because one day I'm gonna try to get those draws. Ladies, that's just being real.
See,
This comes from a man. You hear it. You hear it at the restaurants. We talk about it at the barber shops. A lot of men, this is what's on their minds. Now, as for me, I have a lot of female friends, and the thing is, when I'm a friend with you, I'm truly your friend to the point that some females, they'll get them dressed in front of me, and I have to say, "Hey, wait a minute now. I mean, we're cool, but I'm still a man. You got your girls out, your look. I mean, let me get up and leave and go to the next room. You know, I even had female friends. One I've been friends for over 30 years. We used to kick it, and she asked me, "Dwight, stay over. Can you stay over with me to go pick up my boyfriend from the airport?" I said, "Okay," but so I got my pillow to sleep on the couch. She said, "No. Don't sleep on that couch. It's uncomfortable. Come and sleep in here." I'm like, are you sure? Yeah.
okay.
I go in the room and, we cool. We in there watching TV, sleeping the same bed. She goes in there, come out with this lingerie on. I said, look at this crap. Look at this. Now, any other dude be like, yeah, I'm going to try to get that tonight. But no, I see you as a friend. No matter how sexy or how tasty you look, I'm going to keep it in that friend's level. Now, with that being said, and ladies, I know why y'all do this. That's why some men do not like it when you have male friends. Because when me and her was going to the airport to pick her boyfriend up, we got him. We was a little late. He got in the car and she said, "Baby, I'm sorry, I'm picking you up late." And then she said, "Oh, this is my friend I was telling you about, Dwight." He's like, "How you doing?" "Oh, I'm sorry. Me and Dwight woke up late." And I'm sitting in the back seat like, did she just say what I thought she said? He said, "What do you mean?" "Oh, he was spending the night in the house, and we woke up late." The look on that man's face, and I'll tell you, he was in shock. He looked at me again like, "I want to beat your ass." And then it was all, they was fussing and cussing. He said, "Stop the car, let me out. I'll catch a cab." They was going back and forth. I'm just sitting there like, what the hell just happened? So he got a cab home. Of course, she was upset and crying. I'm sitting there like, why would you tell that man? Well, I tell America, you can't tell no man that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If I was your boyfriend, you told me, "Well, me and my man, this is my friend. The reason why we late because we was in the same bed sleeping, woke up late." I'm gonna think something too. Now I took it upon myself because I'm her friend. I went to the guy's house and I talked to him. I said, "Look, dude, nothing happened. We are just friends. That's it." So he believed me, and they end up getting back together again. Now, that's a true friend. Most guys will look at that and say, "Oh, well, shoot, this is my chance to really get with her because she upset. I ain't the one that messed it up. She messed it up." So I'm just saying, ladies, you got to be careful when you have a male friend to make sure that he's just that, a friend, because most dudes look at y'all as, "I'm going to try to get that duck one day." That's just being real about it.
And I mean, I have to say that, I
Well,
kind of,
then that's
to
probably
some extent, because there's a guy that, way long ago, he was married and I knew he was married. And he tried to come for me. And I say, "Look, you got a wife. Well, we're not going to go to that. That has nothing to do with me." I said, we could be friends and that's it. And he's like, "Well, I got enough friends. I don't need no friends." I said, "Well, I'm not no side piece either. You got a wife."
See, Spicy, that's what I'm saying. I'm telling y'all ladies, a lot of dudes that look at y'all as friends, they not looking at y'all friends. Just like Spicy said, I'm looking for a side piece. I'm looking for a snack. That's what y'all are to them. I'm not saying all men.
So,
See, I'm not here
so Mr. Caller, I have a question.
But the rest of those dudes,
Mr.
no,
Caller.
they're just waiting for y'all to drop something, and they're about to get all up in there. I'm just being real with y'all.
Oh, Mr. Caller. I got a question.
Maybe a
Caller,
possibility.
quit talking. I got a question because I'm gonna forget if I don't ask you right now. So you mean to tell?
I'm dropping it. I'm dropping it.
Mr. Caller, are you listening?
Do you hear Kyshia? Do you hear Kyshia? She got a question for you.
Okay, what's the question? I can't even hear Kyshia.
Too much. Now, you mean to tell me that we can't? Cause now you can put a sour taste in all our mouth. You didn't just kill the mood. So you mean to you mean to tell me that we cannot honestly have a friend without him in the back of his brain thinking that he want to dig up in our honey end, but so he faking. So now we ain't gonna believe you. You shouldn't have said that. It's over now. We finna go in every mouth.
At least 80% of men are not looking for y'all to be friends with. I'm telling you the truth. Some of these men are looking to get in their ass. That's to be real, because men have friends. They got boys to go play pool with and watch the football games and da. Most men they be back there saying, "Yo, man, you got a chance to get her yet?" No, I'm breaking her down because her no boy, they be having problems. She be telling me all about her problems that her and her man be having, and she like, I don't know if he's cheating on me. I said, "Girl, I'm telling you, I'm a man. I know he's cheating on you. Yeah, you better watch your back." Oh, I'm breaking her down. When it happens, dog, I'm in those drawers. I'm gonna be in those drawers. I'm just telling you.
You didn't get time out. All right, Dr. Jennifer, what you got?
Flag on the plate. Flag on
the plate.
Flag on the plate.
Go ahead, Dr. Jennifer, speak.
Okay, I'm about to, because see, now I'm about to hit it and quit it. This is what I'm going to do. Because there's a couple of things. Now, first of all, let's go back to the video that you showed us. Dude was a little angry. He was a little bitter. So he looked like he had been, already diagnosed as, no, we can't be friends. So now he didn't, generalize it to all of the women. So I'm not sure where you're getting these videos from, Spicy. I'm going to have to start checking your catalog. Okay. That's number one. Number two,
TikTok.
This caller. Okay. We're not going to mention your name. Okay. But just know that we all know who this caller is. Okay. And this caller, in my mind, is my friend. In my mind, okay? So much so to the tune that I got us tickets to go to a theater show in May, June, something of the sort like that. So you mean to tell me, Mr. Caller, sir, with no name, that's not important. You mean to tell me that I done bought tickets for us to go to the theater production and you looking to produce offspring? Is that what we're hearing, Mr. Caller, sir? Is that what I'm hearing?
That's what you said.
That what it said, because he was talking out of both sides of his neck. At first he said,
but he did say not all men. He did clarify that.
Spicy.
Okay, I'll shut up.
Okay. But he said 90%. That's a high percentage.
Spicy, disconnect him, please, because he just digging a hole deeper.
What I'm saying is,
and deeper.
He didn't gave us the player card.
You done talked out both sides of your neck. You know what I'm talking about? You need to choose ye this day which side you're gonna be on. First, you said that men they just calculating, they just want to get in your drawers and beat your guts up and all that. That's what you said, right? Then you turn around and you told us this wonderful story about how you, Mr. Caller, sir.
All the men that are playing, the rest of them are out there to get in your behind. That's true.
Okay. Then, Mr. Caller, sir, you said that you and this friend of yours was in the same bed. She put on lingerie. Now, you said you're a man now. I ain't so convinced that y'all laid in the same bed and overslept.
Exactly.
And so, sir, which side of the fence are you on? Because I'm confused.
Are you in the 10% or the 90?
He silence.
Which part of the percent are you in?
I'm gonna break it down to you. The young lady that I'm referring to that me and her was sleeping in the same bed together was a woman that was a manager at a clothes store. Spicy know what it is. It's called Gene West and McCready's Mall. I was
Please
waiting
don't
for the
discredit his
store
job.
to open up, and she would happen to be the manager. So she opened up the store. Yeah, she was flirting with me, and I was buying some clothes. She was all in my business. Said, "Where you going?
Oh,
You look
you
so nice." I said, "Well, I'm going to get my hair cut, and me and my girlfriend are planning on going out." And then she told me, "Well, hey, I'll tell you what. If you help me hang some clothes up, I'll give you a certain percentage off on these clothes. And by the way, you can stop by my house and I'll cut your hair." And I sat there,
That sounds like
cool.
manipulation right there.
Tell it.
And but you didn't even know her yet, boy. Yeah, the one of the viewers says they think you're in the 90%.
And the other one said, all I hear is what had happened was, sir, I need you to stop while you ahead. Because you done forfeited your ticket. We ain't going to the play no more. I'm gonna find me a girl friend.
I took my brother and my best friend with me to the girl house for her to cut my hair.
You still
Now,
trying to stay
as
on
we
this
go
story.
to the girl's house, Ron said, "Hey, this house looks familiar." And he said, "Oh, this is the girl's sister I used to date." Now, I went to her house for her to cut my hair. She didn't even have clippers. So I'm like, okay, I went to get my clippers. And then she told me, okay, this is my first time cutting hair. And I got up and said, "Well, you're not cutting my hair."
Oh, Lord.
But wait a minute.
Lord have mercy.
After that day, we sat there, and me and her, we are still friends today. We became friends. I mean, I can even have on the show one day. She'll tell you the story and everything. We became friends. Nothing sexual, nothing, anything. And I have to say, she's very attractive. We just remain friends. We are like brothers and sisters. And yes, we even slept in the same bed a couple of times. Nothing happened. But I did tell her, you cannot. And this when I was like much younger. I was like in my 20s at that time. I was like 22, 20 something years old. But I told her, and she laughed about it. She said, "I don't know why I ever told him that me and you was in the same bed." I said, "Yeah, that's why I sat in the back seat like, I can't believe she just, what the hell did you just say? Why you tell me?"
Mr. Caller, sir. Caller, sir. Sir.
Yes, ma'am.
At that time, did you know that you were a 90%er or a 10%er? Because like you didn't know the lady. You went to her house. She really wasn't even a barber.
It started off as a flirt. They started flirting.
Where were her workers? Why are you hanging up clothes?
I need to know who get their haircut on that
I wasn't gonna spend no time with this girl by myself. I told my girlfriend at the time. I was gonna go get my hair cut by this young lady, and they even met and became friends. I took my brother and my best friend with me to her house. I did not go to her house by myself. Now, a guy that's gonna try something with somebody like her, went to the house by himself. Like, yeah, I'm going to her house. That girl look good. She can do whatever she wants. She can cut my hair. She can do whatever. No, I took my brother and I took my best friend to the house with me that night that she asked me to come to her house to cut my hair. So that tells you that I'm on the guy that you can trust. And me and her,
did your girlfriend know this?
Thank you, Spicy.
Like I said, this is my purpose. Some dudes will be your friend.
Thank you, caller.
How you look, no matter how good you look, because they just see that and they respect you for that. That you're a beautiful woman, but you're just a friend. But most guys will say, "No, I'm gonna get in those panties," and I'm just being the man, just telling y'all the truth. Being the man. 80% of men.
But you got a girlfriend.
At this point, I feel kind of bad for him because, Dez and DJ Mac, not in the comments having his back.
Well, we can continue this on the different. Thank you, Mr. Caller. We appreciate you for calling in. Please hit that QR code and show your support.
Please pay us
90% or 10.
Tell them to pay us for listening to that full honor.
All you gotta do is take your camera to your phone, hold it up to the QR code, and it can take it directly to the cash app.
Oh, my head hurt.
Thank you for your support. And he had a girrlfriend. Did that even sound?
Is he still talking?
Yes. Tell the truth now. Shame the devil. Just keeping it real with y'all.
All right, Mr. Caller. We'll get right back to your question. I hear the music. We are getting ready to take a short break. We'll be back in 2 and 2.
I'm out.
What's up? So here are 10 signs your male friend has feelings for you. And this for the ladies. 10 signs that that male friend of yours has feelings for you. Now, he gets jealous when you show attention to any other man, especially your partner. He shows jealousy for that. Number 2, he tells you his deepest secrets. Number 3, he sometimes can't look you in the eye or gets very shy when talking to you. Number 4, he's super duper over accommodating of you, or he does the exact opposite. He tries to be a jerk bad boy because he thinks that's what you want, but he always comes across looking very awkward. Number 5, he tries too hard to make you laugh. Sometimes he's funny, sometimes he's just really corny, but you like the guy, he's cool, you don't blow his spot up. Number 6, he tries in subtle ways to make physical contact with you. You say you had a hard day of work, he'll either try to rub your back or he'll even try to rub your feet. Number 7, he likes to tease you and be very playful, sometimes a little too much. You don't know when to stop the teasing. Number 8, he tries to sabotage your relationship with your man by putting doubt in your mind and putting suspicion in your mind. Number 9, he tries to become what it is he thinks that you're attracted to. And I know this is close to one of the other ones I mentioned about him trying to be either over accommodating or trying to be a bad boy. But this one is more specific. He listens to everything you say. And if you say you like a rich guy, if you say you like a muscular guy, whatever you say, if you say you like a guy that's a go-getter, he'll try to talk and modify his own personality to appear to be that guy that you're attracted to. Number 10, if you ask him straight up, are you attracted to me? He'll either deny it or he'll answer your question with a question like, what makes you ask that? Like he don't know. Anyway, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Let me know if I missed something. If you want some self-improvement tips, once again, you could always go to my website. If you need any coaching, that's what I do. Doing this for a long time.
You know that I like it, baby. Girl, you know what's up, and you know what I need. Ooh, say what, say what, say what.
All right. We want to give all appreciation over there to both Facebook pages, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and Rumble. Thank y'all for tuning in. We see the hearts, we see the likes. Thank y'all so much. Make sure you tune in next Friday as the Grown Men Talking Incorporated, their return. And I mean, y'all can call in on Dwight then, because I don't know what he's gonna tell me after the show. But they will be talking on the topic, snatch of a valued man. I'm telling you this, women, you need to watch this. Hearing this discussion here, you need to watch this. You are going to be very, very intrigued, and then you're going to want to call in. Trust me. Set that notification. Also, next Saturday will be the Unspoken Heart Discussion Hour. Sisters Crossings of Boundaries. When does it come a time and a place in the family where sisters' boundaries are crossed? Let's talk about it. Also, do not forget the Powerful Poet Contest is coming on. We have successfully been having some powerful poets starting off with 2022, 2023, and 2024 to 25 was Mr. Desmond 337 Jones. We are so proud of all of our poets. You know, we got 26 coming up. Hey, you never know. Let's send those videos over. You might be 2026 Powerful Poet of the Year. We also welcome children, for we do have categories for them as well. And yes, we are all over the world, no matter what. We have also shipped trophies off to South Africa. So, hey, come on in. Now over to Kyshia.
All right. It is getting hot up in here. Take those phones, put it up to that QR code, and show us some love and support so that we can continue bringing you this hot topics. All right. Dr. Jennifer, okay, I think she had to
She has
step
another
off.
show.
All right. So, okay. All right. So, Miss Kanisha, what do you think? Now he gave us all the reasons, and that kind of make me think a little bit, because kind of everything he was saying was like, I was like, ooh, ooh, ooh. So and then Paula called in and said, so now I got to go disown all my male friends today.
I ain't doing that.
Here's the list made me feel like I was in the clear. All my male friends, cause don't none of them do none of that. I'm in the clear. We're good. Nobody likes me like that. Cause sometimes I have to remind them, you do know I'm a girl, right? Cause we not having these homeboy conversations like this. But yeah, I'm in the clear. But back to the caller, 90% is a high percentage, sir. That's all that stuck in my head. He said 90%. That's pretty high.
He just said he's telling us the truth. I believe that he was giving us some truth, but I think he just lost his card because he didn't gave up all the good stuff. 90%. That, do you know how many females have male friends? So now everybody that's watching thinking, you just trying to get in my underwear. I already know.
There's majority. There's more women than there are men, you know, but we could say, you know, some men and then other men. But Dwight, stay away from the 90%, dude. That didn't sound.
Yeah, that was big.
I think
we should have kept that maybe 50.
I think a lot of it could be based upon fear. I think some men do think like that, but I think the other ones, your partners in the situation, like he said, he was in the car. Like, I think most men think men cannot be friends with women without wanting them. Exactly. So therefore, that's a fear that they have because of their own habits and how they feel about women. It's projection. But men actually can be friends. It's not that high of a percentile. Like Spicy said, like someone else said, most of my friends are male friends. I may have 4 close real girlfriends, but everybody else is bro. And that's because I allow men to be men and be vulnerable without judgment, which a lot of their homeboys will not. So you will catch that male female friendship a whole lot more.
Yeah, and see, I have to agree too, because like I said from the beginning, majority of my friends are male. But I may say this, you know, after what I've been through already with the 3 men that I've countered, and that, you know, to me, it was like crossing boundaries, because you knew from the beginning we supposed to be just friends. Even though they said the best relationships come out of friendship, that might be true, but you knew what it was from the beginning. We never even went there. I never even seen you there. But I could say, you know, my closest friendship now is just more or less with the gay men, because I feel like I'm safer there. Because when it came down to straight men, it's like now this question, like, okay, am I going to face this problem again or what? You know, it makes me wonder.
So with the first gentleman, and he said something, and then it kind of ties into what the last video was saying. They're keeping a record. He's like, you know, all these men do you this way. And the last video, you know, he was like, if you want a man to go hard, then that's what he's going to do, because they're keeping tally. Even if they don't start out wanting to get in your clothes, as you guys grow closer, because by nature, men and women each other, opposite sexes attract each other. And if you guys are friends like that, they're seeing all these different qualities, vice versa. You're seeing all these different qualities in him. Well, you know what? He talks to me with respect. You know, he opens doors. He listens. He doesn't, snap back at me. So at the same time, it can go both ways, because he knows what it is that you need to keep you in a calm space. At the same time, you know what he needs to keep him in a calm space.
Thinking on that, I can honestly say, like, it was crossed my mind as you were speaking. You know, earlier you had mentioned something that you got to look at too when a man is looking at you, and even when a woman is looking at a man, you're looking at, okay, I done been through all these people that took me through this, but then I see how he handles a woman. I see how he respects a woman. And I would like to be treated like that. And I know this person can provide that for me. Or I can see what she's been through. And I know what she deserves, and I know everything that she deserves. These men cannot provide it, but I know I can give it to her.
Yep. So that's what video one was saying, as well as the coach. I'm assuming he's some type of relationship coach. I've seen some of those, if you want a man to do this, and one of my guy friends, he knows what I like. I'm an easy to please type of person. I'm not difficult. I'm real mellow. So he brings mellow, he's not rowdy because I'm not rowdy. So the energies match, but always in the back of my head, I do my check-ins. I'm like, hey, we still good, right? We just friends, because every now and then that conversation will pop up. I wonder what it would be like if we got together. It would be horrible, because I listen. And also, I listen to him, and he's like, I'm not going to tolerate this and I can't tolerate that. Those are red flags to me. Your flag on fire to me. So you're someone that I would not date just because listening to you, because you're telling me these things as a friend, but to me, they're red flags. I wouldn't want to encounter. You're a good friend. I have a lot of male friends. They make great friends, but they do not make great partners. Because you know what they want. They tell well, I don't want this in a relationship, and my woman can't do that, and my woman can't do that. Stay away from them, because they telling you who they are, and vice versa. I like to go out. I like to party. I like to wear short shorts. And if you know that ain't what you like, it's cool for your homegirl to do it. But if you know that's not what you like, then stay in the friend zone.
Yeah, and see, that's the same as a friend I had. He gained feelings for me, but then I've observed, yes, I know everything he would provide for me. I know that he cared about me. But at the same time, I watched how you handle these women, and I see how you are. You're very possessive. And one person coming from a domestic violence situation, and I'm observing this and I'm seeing this, I'm not going to enter into that. I'm like, that's a turn off right there. Like, no, we can't go there. You're a better friend to me than we will be in a relationship, because I already see an attribute that's a red flag to me that I refuse to even take a chance on, no matter how you feel about me.
Two friends bumping heads and being in a relationship bumping heads with your mate is two totally different things.
Exactly.
Because stuff that wouldn't bother you when you were friends is definitely going to bother you times 10 when you're in a relationship.
And it's weird, because even though I've seen this person like a brother or whatever, and we still friends, even we got past that point to where I say we friends or nothing. We got the point. It's just, even to this day, he's with somebody else. He got kids by her and everything. Me and her don't like each other, but it's whatever. But my thing is, we stay friends, even though I know he still had those feelings, but he respect. And that's the thing about it, is about what the guys say, oh, it's your fault. I feel like he's been through something to where he's been hurt and let down, because he was probably attracted to somebody and they had to let him know, no, we're just friends. But if that person it's one thing to let somebody know, yeah, I develop friends. I develop feelings for you. But if they can handle the rejection, if they can handle the point that where to respect you enough, if they care about you to the level to where they respect your feelings, even though they know they can't have that out of you, then you can continue to be friends, as long as they, don't cross those boundaries. But if they cannot respect you and they cannot handle their feelings, then yes, you need to cut it off.
Yeah. I think being friends with that person, you get a front row seat, because they're going to be their raw selves with you. They're going to let you see, because they're not thinking of you guys as being mates. So they're going to let you see everything. So we get the front row seat, they get the front row seat. And, I wouldn't, I don't have too many male friends. I may have one or two that I would possibly date. However, some people are just better being friends. They make wonderful friends, but then on the other side, they don't make that well of a partner. So I'll let the other people deal with that. So going forward, after this show, does anybody feel any different? Anybody gonna call anybody and be like, are you 90 or 10? They ain't gonna know what you're talking about.
I think he probably got a call as soon as she got off from here.
I believe
Nobody put the
so.
collar.
He probably still fighting that battle right now as we speak. But he opened the door for that. I think he was trying to call and be
I
genuine.
probably check
But
on him. Yeah,
I mean, I got to thinking there for a little bit. I'm like, wait a minute now. Now, see, you're gonna make me think different, and I don't want to think different about my male friends. I mean, you're a man, so I mean, you know.
I don't think it's well. I mean, you do have to think. You know, men, even though they're friends with you, you do have to look at there's certain things we cannot do before them. We like expose, especially if they haven't been with the woman in a while. We do have to cover up. We do need to be careful how we step. Even though they see us as friends, that does not mean that they cannot arouse something because they see your body openly. So we do have to carry ourselves differently to keep that friend zone there for their mind won't go off track. And I'm not saying that it's our fault,
Yeah.
but what I'm saying, if you're going to sit there and you're going to wear a t-shirt with no panties and you bending over in front of him, that's a man, you know what I'm saying? And just like
Well,
with
that's
me,
an invitation.
exactly. And see, just like with me and woman, I'm gonna look, you know, and not saying that I will fall into that temptation, but I'm gonna be like, But you know, it's just we got to keep it in the friendship. You can't cross those boundaries. There's a certain respect.
I mean, at the same time, you do have to remember that is a man. And vice versa. Like, get out the shower and come in. I'm in your room and we talking, and you come out the shower with just a towel on.
Exactly.
You know, that you gotta still respect the boundaries. I wouldn't come out of the shower and getting in like night zone.
Yeah, now if that was one of my exes, I'm gonna be like, oh, you know, yeah. But somebody else is like, come on, dog, you supposed to be my friend. Don't walk in front of me like that.
Most of my male friends I look at as brothers. I wouldn't dare come out the shower or expose myself to my brother.
I don't even do it in front of my own dad. I don't do it in front of my, my sibling. I just couldn't do it because it's just the respect. And if you respect your friends, you wouldn't even do that anyway.
And a lot of my
I think this was a
I
great.
know what kind of women. Oh, we have music.
Yeah, we got one more break.
All right, y'all. We will be back in and two.
People be rolling, scheming on you and your homie. Every first day of summer, all grown down in a Hummer, baby. Hit the park and parlay,
All right. All right. Welcome back. Once again, get your phone, hit that QR code, and show us some love and support so that we can continue bringing you these hot topics. All right. So I really want to say this was an eye opener to me. Ladies and gentlemen, just stay true to the game. Y'all know what that means. Stay true to your boundary. Don't get caught up in falling for your friend, because I'm gonna tell you, once you take it to that next level, ain't no bouncing back. You can't go back and forth. So once you cross that boundary and things happen, just know that you've probably lost a friend, or the connection that y'all had. So I would say stay on safe ground, know your boundaries, make them known, and stick to it. You start getting feelings, check yourself. All right. Miss Kanisha, do you have any words for us?
Just to cherish your friendships and keep those boundaries tight. Things can go real bad real quick because the person that's your friend may not be the person in partnership, and you want to keep that friendship. So honor your friendships, honor your boundaries, and don't come in with alternative motives. Stop that. The 90%.
Oh, yep. He eventually came back later and said took it down to 80, but that's still a high number of men that want to get
That's
in your
pretty high.
clothes, pretending like yeah. Still, stay in your lane, ladies. Spicy, do you have any final words for us?
Yes. I'm just gonna say it comes down to respect for not just for others, but for yourself. If you say you're gonna have a female friend or a male friend, get on it. Just like in any relationship, make sure you address it ahead of time. Say what it is. Are we being friends, or are we going to see if this gonna go somewhere? Let's get it out in ahead of time. Because my thing is, you start off as friends and then you turn around and you say, well, you know what, I'm developing feelings. It can make things awkward. It could turn bad. You have to be careful on what you enter into. But even if you develop feelings later, you got to be able to accept that no, because you just hit that chord.
All
Okay,
right.
you
I
there?
would also can you hear us? Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Go ahead and take us out, Kyshia.
All right. I would just like to thank everyone that came and supported us on tonight. Thank you for all the comments in the chats, in the chat, just supporting us, giving us your feedback. I did read all of them, so thank you, caller, for calling in. Everyone have a happy new year. Be safe, no drinking and driving, and most important, be with your family and the one that you love. Until next time. Peace out.